Have you ever wondered why certain things, often harmless, instill an irrational fear in some people? Welcome to the uncharted depths of the human psyche, a place where harmless critters can transform into monstrous spiders and where irregular patterns can trigger a cascade of anxiety. Today we're embarking on a journey into the world of phobias, those intensely persistent fears that seem so out of sync with reality. But what exactly is a phobia? How does it differ from your everyday fear? Well, imagine this. You're walking along a narrow path and suddenly a snake slithers across your way. Your heart pounds, your palms sweat, and you jump back. That's fear, a natural and healthy response to a potential threat. Now let's tweak that scenario a tad bit. Imagine you're at home, safe and sound, but the mere thought of a snake, the glimpse of one on TV, or even a picture in a book throws you into a tailspin of terror. That's a phobia. It's an exaggerated fear response, often to something that poses little to no actual danger. Phobias are more than just intense fears. They are complex psychological phenomena, deeply rooted in our brains. They are born out of a mix of genetic tendencies, brain chemistry, and traumatic experiences. While a fear might make you uncomfortable, a phobia can disrupt your life, causing you to avoid certain places, situations, or things altogether. The world of phobias is as wide as it is deep, encapsulating fears of all sorts and sizes. From the common ones like arachnophobia, the fear of spiders, to the lesser-known ones like trypophobia, the fear of irregular patterns, phobias offer a unique window into the workings of the human mind. Let's dive deeper into the world of phobias and uncover some of the most peculiar ones. So prepare yourself for a journey into the unknown, a journey that will challenge your perceptions and perhaps even stir your deepest fears. Phobias are not a one-size-fits-all phenomenon. They come in all shapes and sizes, from the familiar to the bizarre. Much like snowflakes, no two fears are identical, and they can manifest in a multitude of ways, each as unique as the person experiencing them. Let's start with specific phobias. These are intense, irrational fears of specific things or situations. Arachnophobia, the fear of spiders, is one we're probably all familiar with. But have you ever heard of trypophobia? It's a fear of cheese. And then there's ablutophobia, a fear of bathing. Now let's move on to social phobias. This is an intense fear of social situations where one may be exposed to possible scrutiny by others. The fear of public speaking, or glossophobia, is a common social phobia. But there are also less common ones like anthropophobia, the fear of people or society. Agoraphobia, on the other hand, is a fear of places or situations that might cause panic, helplessness, or embarrassment. This could be fears as broad as a fear of open spaces, or as specific as a fear of leaving home. We also have some truly unique fears like pogonophobia, the fear of beards, or nomophobia, the fear of being without mobile phone coverage. These may sound humorous, but for those who experience them, they are very real and can be debilitating. It's important to note that phobias are more than just fears. They are intense, often irrational, and can cause significant distress and interference in a person's life. They are a serious mental health concern and should be treated as such. Lastly, let's touch on the rarest of phobias. Fears so unique, they boggle the mind. For instance, there's anemophobia, the fear of wind, or even arithmophobia, the fear of numbers. As we can see, phobias are as diverse as the human experience itself. They are a testament to our individuality, to our unique perceptions of the world, and to the intricacies of the human mind. After all, we are all different, and so are our fears. Understanding the psychology behind phobias can shed light on why they develop and how they affect individuals. Let's delve into this intriguing world where fear takes on a life of its own. Two key theories help us comprehend the birth of phobias. The first, classical conditioning, is a learning process through which a neutral stimulus becomes fear-inducing. Picture this. As a child, you're bitten by a dog. The previously neutral creature, the dog, now becomes associated with pain and fear. This is how cynophobia, or fear of dogs, can develop. The second theory, cognitive theory, suggests that our thoughts and beliefs also play a significant role in fostering phobias. For instance, if you harbor a belief that all spiders are deadly, it's only natural that you develop arachnophobia, an intense fear of spiders. But how do these phobias affect an individual's life and mental health? The impact can be profound, and it extends far beyond mere discomfort. Phobias can trigger intense anxiety and panic attacks. They can limit a person's activities and cause them to avoid certain situations entirely, leading to a lower quality of life. The constant stress can also lead to other mental health issues, like depression or other anxiety disorders. Moreover, phobias can cause physical symptoms too. Rapid heartbeat, shortness of breath, trembling, a strong desire to escape, these are all hallmarks of a phobic reaction. The mind-body connection is strong, and our fears can manifest in very physical ways. But it's not all doom and gloom. Remember, understanding phobias is the first step towards overcoming them. With the right therapy and support, it's entirely possible to learn new associations and challenge our irrational beliefs. Cognitive behavioral therapy, for instance, has shown great promise in treating phobias. Phobias, while often debilitating, are not invincible. There are ways to cope and to conquer these deep-seated fears. Living with a phobia can be a daily struggle, but there are strategies to cope and treatments available. Phobias, no matter how unusual or intense they may be, are not insurmountable. In fact, there are several coping mechanisms and treatments that can help individuals manage and potentially even overcome their deepest fears. One of the most common coping mechanisms is exposure therapy. This involves gradually and repeatedly coming into contact with the fear-inducing object or situation until the fear response begins to diminish. For instance, someone with arachnophobia might start by looking at pictures of spiders, then move on to watching videos, and finally perhaps holding a spider in their hand. It's a step-by-step process that can take time, but it's proven to be very effective. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is another powerful tool in the fight against phobias. This psychotherapeutic treatment helps individuals understand and change thought patterns that lead to harmful behaviors or distressing feelings. In the context of phobias, CBT can help individuals reframe their fears, turning a terror-inducing spider into just another harmless creature. Of course, it's important to remember that these treatments should be undertaken with the guidance and support of a qualified mental health professional. They can provide the necessary tools and techniques and ensure that the process is safe and effective. In some cases, medication may also be used to help manage phobias. These are typically used in conjunction with therapy and can help reduce the physical symptoms of anxiety that often accompany phobias. It's important to note, however, that medication is not a cure for phobias, but rather a tool to help manage them. Combining these treatments and strategies can create a powerful plan of attack against phobias. It's not always an easy journey, and it takes courage to confront your deepest fears. But with patience, perseverance, and the right support, it is possible to regain control. With the right help and support, it is possible to overcome even the most daunting of phobias. As we've explored today, phobias are a complex and intriguing aspect of human psychology. They are more than just intense fears. They are deeply embedded within our minds, often rooted in our past experiences or perceptions of the world around us. We began our journey by probing the depths of fear, delving into the world of phobias, which range from the common to the highly unusual. From arachnophobia, the fear of spiders, to trypophobia, the fear of irregular patterns, we've seen how these intense fears can shape our lives in unexpected ways. We then examined the many faces of phobia. Each phobia is unique and deeply personal, reflecting our individual experiences and perspectives. Yet they also share common elements, such as the intense anxiety and avoidance behavior they evoke. Our exploration took us into the heart of the psychological underpinnings of these fears. We learned that phobias are not merely irrational fears, but are often linked to our survival instincts, our past traumas, and even our cultural backgrounds. They are a testament to the power of the human mind, its capacity to protect us, but also its potential to imprison us within our own fears. But it's not all doom and gloom. We also delved into the various ways to cope with phobias. From cognitive behavioral therapy to exposure therapy, there are numerous strategies to confront and manage these fears. Each approach offers the potential for growth and healing, demonstrating that phobias, while challenging, are not insurmountable. And so we conclude our journey through the fascinating world of phobias. They are a testament to the complex nature of the human psyche, a window into our deepest fears and anxieties, but also a reminder of our capacity for resilience and growth. Understanding our fears is the first step towards conquering them. So don't let your phobias define you. You're much stronger than you think.